Hello, welcome back to my play of Final Fantasy XIV. Heaven's Sword. Fun to say. I'm Sabalina. We are now going to tackle the task of the second child of the House 4 attempts. And to do our stay just in our minds. So let's see what his duty is that I am to aid with. Greetings, Mr. Snapheim. I've saddled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Artoirel's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, they carry you quite high too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destiny all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, and be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all time, if you please. Do I control that? That sounded scary. So I didn't get to see the view. Can I? Ominous. This is a cold place with those icicles.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken, that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, she came.
Here she is. I'm just gonna do the chocobo keep before I backtrack and talk to Artoirel? Artoirel. The wall looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. Was I mistaken? Is this the older child? I didn't quite catch that in this previous video, so let's whatever. To business. Sir Redwall is in charge here. He should be expecting us. I think this is the older one. But it is what it is. It has been far, far too long, Lord Artoirel. And who might your companion be? Pray forgive our lateness, Sir Redwood. I present you Sabalina Nabheim, ward of House 4 Temps. Ah, yes, of course. Lord Rilmot spoke of you. I, Sir Redwood of House Durender, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? He's definitely the older one. Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Mistress Nabheim is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then with your permission, I shall recount the tale for her benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villages. And then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the Heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highland and the expulsion of heretic elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Fortams are at your disposal. Sir Redwald, you need but tell us where to begin. So far not a brat! Several craftsmen in service of House Desmael are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their process has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, the foreman, tells me he has need of a woman with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? But of course. Let me just do this little attunement first. Yes, I'm Roth, and who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing this fine domesticity before you. Send me over one of them blackbirds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But fear take me, this ice. It's unnatural how fast it forms. The icicle spirits. I tell you, mark my words, there are no pocket of them here. There are pockets of them here and there, just waiting for me to turn me back so they can sneak up and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you're sure to find them. Okay. Ah, destination. Destination. Surveying. Oh, bollocks. Didn't mean to be a warrior for this, but you know, I'm a fan. Why not just do it as warrior then? Wow, let's rest on this horse. I found it. Let's see what the Roth has to say when I've ended some ice for him. Ah, now there's a woman that looks like she's found her marks. You're just the sort we need around here. The kind that'll hop in when she sees the task's undone. Since the task. Oh, just different colouring. Nee, tack. You're a dab at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I've seen any skill at arms to speak of, mind, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a waste to keep you to myself when there's others out that need help, same as me. So if you're keen on keep doing what you're doing, I'd ask you to head north to the pike. The huge statue on the wastes, if you've never seen them. Mason by the name of Therimond is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Therimond, but I reckon he's taken out too much work for one. Might be something you could do for him. Aye aye. Spiked. Okay. Hail to you, traveller. What brings you out this way? Foreman Roth bid you assist me. Well, far be it for me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just a thing for it. Rather those D players have it. If you could N3 and bring me the bristles, I would be in your debt. Well, that I can do. Okay, I did that instead. Bristles to you. There you are. Have you the bristles? I do indeed have the bristles. Ah, feel how coarse that is. That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot off this statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Haldereth, the first of the Azure Dragons, and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Divinians despise. Which is why they've taken to searing it with dragon fire every time they pass it. But no longer will we suffice this disgration of our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard, but the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian, I would ask for no greater honor. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favour to ask. There's the Knights Usador, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Anyway, Raid. While you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. The Beholder. Ooh. It's beautiful though. But it looks just so cold. I'm feeling cold myself. Usido. What's that? The package? The fog is what you're talking about. Oh no. Confound it. For a fool, what a waste. He was a gifted adventurer. Thermal labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try and eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have some sense of decorum. A highborn knight cannot be seen favouring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern, as well as your willingness to assist Theramont. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwald. Aww. I must applaud your initiative, Mistress Nebhem. Ryoth tells me you have been quite busy. Unless we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Artoirel included. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drillmont said. Good. We have lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north to Riversmeet in search of the Heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not. But regardless of the cause, we must act quickly. For this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim and has claimed the lives of many men. To ensure we'll find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Artoirel will be working together. Seek him out when you are ready to depart, and good luck. It seems we have assigned the area near Camp Riversmart, Mistress Nebhem. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from the Corthair's Western Highlands. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity. 'Twould not surprise me if our knights took shelter there, but it's but one way to find out. Though, let's be off. They're below us. Camp Rivers met, or what remains of it. Rivers meet. I see no way to descend the cliff safely from here. Should we fall, the beasts below will make short work of us. Come. I know a path to the river bed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. East of the bridge. A cold-looking bridge. East of the bridge, not east over the bridge. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that the recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternative route to Camp Rivers Meet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. Ooh, scary. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. That is a starved wolf if I ever seen one. Wow. Is that an etherite? That's just been broken. I found them! Are you alright? I heard a sound of a struggle. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved, just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Mistress Nebheim. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Not for the white clouds until we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us, with the naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bees who came close, but the others, there was shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. Aye. My lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly, before the snow buries all tracks of their passing. For my brothers, we must. Have faith, sir. Justice will be done, but first we must see you to safety. He has the right of it, mistress. Nebheim. Whatever remains of the heretics' trail will be gone with the next snowfall, but we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the heretics' trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to the lair fought with, being sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this land may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured, we will not be far behind. And Sabo. Thank you. Yes, sir. The tracks continue to the north. The tracks continue to the north. Wow, that lagged. That was annoying. Okay. Vicious footprints that still continue to the north. We're going far away now. No, I won't. Urg. Duty complete! Iceheart, we meet again.
Looking for me, I presume.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
No!
of us can hear it, if we choose.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found, but I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course, and not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were and should ever be.
I mean, yes. Killing civilians won't bring them together.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control.
But me then?
Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
They were just standing outside, not checking insides. Mistress Nabhem, praise alone, you're alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. Well... So they're lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. It's a pity Lady Iceheart escaped, but we must not let that distract us from your accomplishments. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow, this eve, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Establishing an outpost in so a remote location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. The Knights have matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with the Redwold. Come, after tracking the heretics across malms of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours rest until next to a warm fire. Redwood, what have you say? Lord Artoirel, Mistress Nebhem, I am full glad am I to see you both hale and healthy. What news? You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own, and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury! I believe we had made great strides towards purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say such as much when I deliver my report to my father and the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artoirel. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Duranda and Fortams could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Mistress Nebhem have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwold. We thank you for your hospitality. But where did Iceheart go, and what did she mean? I had a feeling like she would surrender something to give up some... That was very confusing. Let's see if I remember the Ether port. For House Vortems, Vile something? Vigil. Let's see if it was the right one. Yeah, I am learning. Welcome, Mistress Nebhem. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, please. Mistress Nebhem, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence, unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beg a belief. But a Horse-fan swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he dully listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Did I know this? Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him. And to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon that wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone. An onerous task, fraught with danger. And there you were, the saviour of Eorzea, and honoured guest of House Vortems, my new comrade in arms, Horsefan's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor any sign of fear. And you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Horsfend had the right of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks mine own weakness, but I will not doubt you again, Mistress Nebhem. On that you have my word. Stoic nod. Uh... Ooh, level 50 question mark. Ooh, what will happen now? Ah, Mistress Neb. I'm going to shorten it. My lord of the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artoirel and Lord Amalielian. If you would remain here for a moment. But of course.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Emanalane's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
My lord.
What is it? Speak.
Pray, forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
Oh.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavens Ward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
I'm sick of being pawns. Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your success, even as we celebrate them. 'Tis like that for such member of House Zamail is manipulating Sir Grinno. For he is not a man to dabble in politics on his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friend to be guilty, though. I'm quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us not. We cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Aymeric at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. Wow, what a title. He will know more of these charges. Oh, how much help we need. Forgotten Knight. Look how pretty they are. It has been too long, Stabo. Would that this visit came under happier circumstances. You are come to plead for Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru, I take it? Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly, I know not which is most ludicrous, these charges, or that flying feathered whale. That Sir Grinno's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a Knight of the Heavens Ward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop. The 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve His Eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeccable. I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us defend the steps of faith, driven back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions. Is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. But of course. A trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition. The victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Ulfinod and Mistress Tatteru will be expected to face Sagrinal and a second of his choosing. Another Knight of the Heavens one, most like. 2 of them. By the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Ulfinod's magical talents would not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mistress Tatteru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill, and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I'm ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Horsefant. But all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, and mayhap in the realm at large. Of course. Then it is settled. I will visit Master Ulfinod once and inform him of our intentions. Stabbo, meet me at the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend. This one will be interesting. Let's just get Epics out, since we aim to battle. And now we go to the tribunal. It has its own Ethernet shard. Not bad. Trial by combat is so weird to me, and I also understand the logics, because the deity of your belief will make sure the battle is won by the righteous one in their beliefs, but the concept of it can be so construed. Listen carefully, Stabbo. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges, and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate the request for a trial by combat. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Miss Tatteru's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sagrinok's face when he sees his true opponent. 'Twill be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look to me in the stands, and I shall cheer so loud you will wonder how you could ever have contrived to doubt yourself. No. Are you ready? I guess I am. Look at that stupid Grim.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavens Ward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
Let the accused step forward. Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grino's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru Taru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
I have no hairdo.
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
Ah, that's dominating. There are many combats, but this is my most important one.
O Halone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous and cast down the wicked.
Of course, Halone will. This is so stupid, but also fun.
I have my pride.
I will show you primals in your study.
I've got you now.
Do you?
This is down with you.
Oh, there's another one. Apparently I'm blind. No, don't swap the targets. Still easy one, they're clearly innocent. Clearly. Didn't even scratch my hair. Ruined my do. Did they won? I mean, we won! The Fury has spoken. Alfina Levelio. Tataru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners accursed, go forth in peace. Accused. Go forth in peace. Delivered from an untimely demise yet again. My thanks as always. Stoic nod. By the Fury, what a splendid victory! To see how you strove in the face of adversity. Two brave young souls bound together with the puissant bonds of camaraderie. Why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seemed only right that I present you with a humble token of mine admiration. Pray receive me this chocobo whistle. With it you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby. Magnificent is she not, strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What say you, Stabbo? Will you take her for your steed? Wholeheartedly, I will. Lord Horsefant, chocobos are prohibited in the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Your steed must remain outside. Oh, I'll see you soon, baby. Ether compass. Ether currents now accessible. Collection expanded. Etheric compass acquired. You have obtained Black Chocobo. When riding this mount, you will have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions have been met. To fly in a given region, you must find and attune to the local ether currents. In order to attune to some ether currents, you will need to complete certain quests. However, most can be discovered via exploration. To aid you in this endeavor, you have also obtained an ether compass, which will provide you with both the bearing and the distance to the nearest ether current upon use. The ether compass can be used in a collection in the duty selection in the main menu. To review progress, select travel from the main menu, ether currents. So this is how I fly in the new zones. It's not finishing Heavensward. That is cool. Is that something I'm just going to farm out then? Level is still 50. Oh, excellent. Disclosure. Black chocobos are well and good, but the true reward of your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see personally. In the meantime, per return to Fort Thames Manor, the Count has done so already and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's event. Aye, aye. I will, of course, do as I'm told. Show me inside? Yes. Halon smiles on us yet again, Mr. Snub, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess, I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your powers, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of Heavenswards while the city elite looked on. By the Fury. Anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you surely will do so from now on. My lord. Last he did that, it was not good. We have just received message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Nabheim. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor. A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Neb, we shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him and he will escort you inside. Ooh. Now the question is... in like a cutscene a while back, we saw a whole line of things. An elderly person looked very priestly with an ASCIAN beside. Was this here or was this something empirical? Because I think it was something here because it didn't look like Empire things. But it's been such a while. I've forgotten a little bit of what it was and it was never looked back upon. I've had in the back of my mind say that to this Ascian whispering in his ears. We are on to receive you, Mrs. Neb. This way, please. Keeping it here.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence, As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the ASCIANS?
Well...
Much and more, I shouldn't wonder. Being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them. Have entertained them as guests, even.
Plot twist?
Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power, that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict. And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
I get the title of the quest now, Disclosure. I so want it to be true. I so wholeheartedly want it to be true. I'm so wary of being played for a fool again. But that would be so awesome if everything he said is true. Or half of it even. That he is not a pawn. That he's not been intercepted. Taken out, whatever that word is. We might have lost Oriange. In a degree, I don't know which at the moment. Oh, I would love this. Welcome, miss. Show me inside, yes. Yay!
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you?
Well, hey, you here.
Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced. By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with ASCIANS. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well. We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
Me.
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you.
Who?
When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Raubahn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate.
Bugger.
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orchiffon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay.
I agree.
We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Raubahn.
Yep. How do you plan to do? Ooh. Oh, I'm so wondering how they believe the story to be. If we're still allied. If we need to be in the shadows. We can be openly. If we need to be shunned. Give me answers. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limsa. You heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Fortem's and Laminsan Consortium. During said negotiation, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we have a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Raubahn. Oh, the bonds! Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her, that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive in Limsa, make yourself known to the Sergeant Zantanhel at Bulwark Hall on the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. At this very moment, I will do that because I need to know. I need to see. Concert? Let's just take a little bit to see the concert. Where is it? Who is concerting? They were consorting. No, I'm not going down, of course. Enter me! Let me enter!
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
New voice?
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Ul'dah, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Sharp as ever, Master Elfino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seed Seer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Ul'dah republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Raubahn a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Ul'dah authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Raubahn is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Raubahn had been held in the Marasaja pit within Ul'dah. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
Yeah.
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Raubahn, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Rauburn's survival is vital to the Eorzean alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. But I cannot send troops into Ul'dah. 'Twould spell the end of the alliance and war, like as not. If there is to be a rescue, it falls on you and yours to attempt it. I agree. I would not have it any other way, Admiral. It was I who funded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of first steps, you should seek out our dormant contract. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll, working in the kitchen. I think we need to go undercover, because isn't our headquarters solid with Crystal Braves ready to take us? Or have we been away for so long that they have given up? Do they know where we are? They should know where we are. Everybody should know where we are. I cannot assume that has been able to keep a secret. This headquarters didn't last very long. I hope we get it back, because I really like the place. Up. Ah, staircase. Mistress Stabo, I knew in my heart that you were safe. But to see you again in the flesh, words cannot express my relief. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the rising stones by force. Amid the chaos, some few of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then we have remained in Revenant's Toll, keeping watch over mutineers while awaiting your return. You have done well by us, and we Domas will soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. Thank you. Shortly before you arrived, I received word from Limsa that you were searching for General Raubahn. As the Admiral will have informed you, he was recently moved from his cell at Major Pit. At the same juncture, Yuyahasa and the 3rd Unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This can be no simple coincidence. The purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flame General to the scene of his execution. Suffice it to say, we have people shadowing the 3rd. If you would join the hunt, pray seek Dunware at Highbridge, where I too am bound. I will. I so will. I still haven't changed my summoner glamour. I will do that soon-ish. It's really bugging me. It's too posh. I have been expecting you. Time is of the essence, so I shall be direct. Yuhasa and his men are bound for Halatali. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hosan presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let's make haste to join him. Hosan? No, that was the older, not the kid. They were Hosan's children. Or has there been that many years? Dungeon? Didn't expect this to be a dungeon, but it's suspiciously close to one. You came at a good time, my friend, but moments ago the traitor Ilbred arrived and entered Halatali. From this we may be certain that General Raubahn is being held within. There is no time to lose. General Aldin may be executed at any moment. You must enter Halatali and free him from his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you're ready to proceed. One of our own will accompany you inside. Prepped. Oh! It's not a dungeon. It's level sync. Who am I to know of this? We are very close to a dungeon that looked like it's called Halatali. I don't know which ones I've been in. I can't remember. I might have already done it. Not so good with names. Yukiri. Hi.
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
Oh,
Lady Yugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to recall it. For a time I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Since your escape from Ul'dah, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You're doing so much.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Raubahn is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Hosan, the three of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Dowade and Higiri with you. With me!
Keeping the flame alive is what this quest is called. And I agree. Not a soul from the Colosseum to be seen. This bodes ill. Take the lead, Stabbo. I shall follow close upon you. Crystal Brave bully. Look at you, Giri.
Away with you!
And we're with you. That was beautiful timing for it to come off cooldown.
Leave this to me.
Wind bited me. You wind bit me. That's utter rudeness. Look at her prepping. I love this ninja. I have done this dungeon. Recognize the place. The map of the place. Raubahn! The General, beware his captors. I mislike the look of this. Oh yeah. General! You. Came. It's an ambush, we know this, but we can handle it, so don't worry. It's bound by some manner of magitech device, yet I dare not force it open. It may well be booby-trapped. I have heard of such devices. The Crystal Braves will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it. That will not be necessary. If this is ill-bred, I will end him. Pray do not take it personally, my friends. You are the victim of harsh economic conditions. Happily, you will not suffer too long. The poison will convey you swiftly onto the Blossom of Thal, where I hope to join you after the passing of many prosperous years. This finger I gift to him. Farewell, friends. Oh, and try to relax. Tell me they're struggling. The mist stifles my healing. If it will aid us. And Titan. And Garuda. Ah, the way is clear. The mist remains. We must stop it at the source. I shall turn to the General. Pray see to the mist and the key. Power will slow draining HP while HP recovered via healing magic is reduced. Okay. I'm assuming this is a dead end as it shows on the map. I just find it peculiar we're going back, but let's just do that. Ah. Well, I am blind. Titan, help me with this atomizer with poison thingamajigs. That takes care of the mist. The mist has cleared. Next, defend the key and free Raubahn. Oh, he's losing things. Am I then allowed to move? Oh, the door opened. Okay. Oh, he's regained. Ah, I had time to do that because he was losing to the poison. I see, I see. Conjurer, Lancer, Archer. Let's do the Conjurer first. How did they survive the poison? We're just awesome. You know this. Well, you should know it at least. And a key? Yeah. Identification key. Okay. He's getting back his vitality. Take the key. Take it to Raubahn. You're not coming here, you are. That would be nice. Look at her protecting. Loving it. My, thanks. Slowly, General. You are yet weak from your ordeal. Nevertheless, we must quit this place. I should have known what clever contrivances. What are clever contrivances to the Warrior of Light? Well done, hero. Oh, I will end you. Ill-bred. You mean to struggle on, then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I will cut you down like all the rest. Come, Science. Let's get this over with. You don't get to call yourself Science. Nuh-uh. The Crystal Braves and the treachery that ended up being. I am no hero. Never was and never will be. My strength leaves me? Has left me. And that is perfectly fine.
I have you now.
Who said that? Doesn't say in the chat.
It is nothing.
I'm not finished yet.
Did I put on him? Oh well. Ill-bred. Oh, this is so satisfying. Oh no, you don't leave.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
No. You will tear no limbs from anyone else, but your own will be lost to you, in some faculty or another. If he runs away, I'm gonna be so peeved. No, don't back out.
Changes nothing.
It is over, Ilberd. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Nah, just end him.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Oh, clever little shite. If you think you fight for justice, lass, you'd best wake up.
The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used? By the Scions, the city-states, even the Crystal Braves. They none of them care a whit what you want. Only what you can do for them.
You do you.
How do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland. And I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing. If we ourselves are not free, free to think and to act, how are we ever to reclaim our homeland? Know this. There is nothing I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
Ah! So annoying.
You'll not get away!
No, Master Alphino. Now is not the time.
Fine, but I'm mad about it.
I'm but a cripple and a fool. And still you came for me. And when you're dead.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
On your feet, gladiator. The fight is not over.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till it avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lass. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
Agreed.
General, are you aware that Lord Olorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
Do not.
But how can that be?
Do not give hope. I can't take it.
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without.
Yukiri MVP. MVP and up in this house. The general is safe. What news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued as per your command. We have since kept watch over the entrance. There has been no further activity. Then Ilbred and his minions have fled via some other egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. Who are you? General Alden, I presume, and the science of the Seventh Dawn? Who are you? Identify yourself. Pray do not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your safety, she bade me direct you to the steps of the Walking Sands. Know that Master Uriange awaits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause. This is no ruse, I assure you. General Alden, if you will come with me, I have prepared a carriage, that you may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. I don't doubt you, but I'm very wary of Uriange. I have spoken with Uriange via Linkpel. He confirms the man's story. Raubahn is in safe hands. Let us make our own way to Vesper Bay. I have a way to do that. What did happen with Uriange? I'm so worried. I'm so worried. Like, I cannot believe he went to them for friendliness after Monbrida. Unless all that was a rouse. He has something afoot. He has a greater plan that he just hasn't shared. I pray it be that.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
Pippin, my son, and Master Papashan besides.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
You.
It was I who arranged this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthor, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young lady, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
I did ask for that to be done, but it didn't happen.
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Were I to guess, I would say her grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Ul'dah, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck her grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something.
Very little, but not
Although one
enough.
may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information, and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teledji Adeledji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace, and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
When will I know about Orange? I had not counted on Prioress Dulala herself appearing. In my defense, suspicions regarding the Satala proved more precedent. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Raubahn, we have taken a vital step towards resolving matters in Ul'dah. We couldn't have done it without you, Stabo. Thank you. I don't need any of these, but okay. And this is where we'll end this part. It is on a high note. We rescued Raubahn. We ended some Crystal Braves. Ilbert got away, but I didn't expect him to be gone this early on in the story. And Sultana lives, but I am so worried about Orange and the ASCIANS that just being here, being close to him, is really putting a downer on me because I'm so worried. But all else is very happy. I'm assuming Ul'dah is the next part of this story and not Orange. Maybe Ishka will pop in. We will see in the next chapter. Please like, comment and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Stabo out.